So my young boys back in Philly, they want me to explain this, and I'm explaining this as best as I can. When you say that you love the essence of her existence, what does that mean? What is that? What are those compounds that you're dealing with to love the very essence of her existence? Especially a black woman, especially a black woman who has been indoctrinated along with the black man to believe that they aren't who you actually are. That's why you feel it inside of you. So to love the very existence, the essence of her existence, that means the good and the bad, because the essence cannot be divided. There is no division in love. Either you love it totally or you really don't love it at all. So the essence, the very smell of a black woman, the very, in her presence, it's the compounds of this right here are like this right here. If I could just use it in an electrical term, the negative and positive is what creates the current. As a black man, you have to be able to connect to the positive current inside of her, right? To let her know if she doesn't already know. But if she does know, then you're just elevating each other to a higher degree of understanding of who you are outside of your body. So I'm going into a whole different situation in which at the end you will understand why you love a black woman from the very essence of her existence, because by you loving her, what happens is that you also it becomes a current not just for you but whoever is inside of the current. So you are part of her current of loving the very essence of her existence. So by you doing that, what happens is that the person, God, who created all of this, he loves you. So he pours a current into you to pour into her. See, where I'm coming from is from a deeper level, it's from a higher level of understanding. It has nothing to do with her body parts, but it has everything to do with the very loving the very essence of who she is. And the component, when we wake up in the morning, we don't, our breath don't smell good, we don't look good, but you're supposed to love all of that too. The very essence of her existence, the same way that she will love you in return. See, because what you put out, you will receive back. Is how much you're willing to invest. So when you say you love the very essence of a woman, it means that you treasure her. You treasure her in a way that words sometimes don't need to be spoken. See, sometimes when you love from a whole deeper level, y'all don't have to talk at all. Y'all don't actually have to talk, because the components of the positive currents will run through you and her, and the feelings will be understood esoterically. That means to be understood by only a chosen few are meant to understand the very essence, because everyone else would never ever look at the very essence of you. No, it doesn't become deep like that, because people, 9 times out of 10, 90% of people, they invest in the existence, not in the essence of you. But a high quality man, is just a man that believes in God, and a man that believes in himself. That's a high quality man that has values. So when he pours into the very essence of a black woman, right, the very essence of her existence means everything about her that you love, the good and the bad, because loving the good and the bad is also a current for her to in turn love the good and the bad of you. And also that comes from God to love the good and the bad from you. So all of these are currents that if you was to understand, if you was to connect from a positive level, then the negative aspects would leave. You would pretty much be in the essence of her existence, and she would be in the essence of your existence on a whole nother level that is outside of the scope of the everyday people. You understand? I'm saying how they think about the essence of their woman or their man, right? It has to be from a whole deeper perspective, right? Of when you look at her, you see fruit. Only thing you see is fruit. God created us to do this one thing right here, to love and to make a lot of love. To make a lot of love, a whole lot of love. So you have to be able to love the essence of her existence. It gets much deeper than that, and I can expound much more, but the components in which I just framed for you, Jamal and Ibrahim, y'all should be able to, y'all understand this and y'all comprehend what I'm saying, because it's not hard to love a woman. She just wants to be made love to in a proper way. See, in a proper way, because once you make love to a woman in a proper way, she won't want anything else. In other words, you have to let her know that when you make love to her, it has to become, she's top shelf. So you're not just doing things of just licking here and there. You doing things from an intentional point of view, right? You understand? To make the fruit, and then make the juice of the fruit come out the way it's supposed to. That's love. To the existence, the very essence of her existence is to love her. And in so many ways that will blow her mind. Sometimes we use words, but action is the deepest compound when you're talking about the essence of her existence. No words need to be said. Matter of fact, y'all don't even have to talk at all. If y'all understand that y'all connected, and y'all might be telepathically connected, that you think of this, but you're scared to love the very essence of her existence, so you won't get to know her. You follow what I'm saying? The outer parts of her are there, but what is inside of her is rooms of gifts that she needs to know who she really is. And she'll know who she really is by you simply encouraging her and making a lot of love to her. A lot of love. You have to come up with positions. You have to come up with everything. Look at her entire body and how you want her juices to come out, to erupt, to overflow like a volcano. To love her the essence of her existence is to take her somewhere she's never been before, because no words were needed. It was only the tongue, the kisses, the passion, where you're taking the very essence of her existence to an existence where she's never been before, to explore her entire body and mind. But by encouraging at the same time who she is. The essence of her existence is much deeper than some men will ever fathom, will ever really comprehend, because they will only see the outer, the tits and the butt. But if you don't know what to do with those tits and that butt, then what's the point of looking at something that you don't know how to do it with? That's what my mom said. Don't look at something, son, you ain't gonna buy. The essence of her existence, she'll give you everything. And y'all will flow just like that. Y'all will flow into each other like water. The same way water flows, that's the essence of her existence. So why wouldn't you want to just keep tasting? Why wouldn't you want to just keep filling your cup up? She got a lot to overflow. It's the right man that knows how to love the very essence of her existence that will always make her explode. Not just physically, but mentally. Because mentally, mental sex. I don't think a lot of y'all ever had mental sex, like mental sex, psychological sex. to take her there, so everything else will fall off like meat on a bone. Oh, I'm gonna stop now. Love the very existence, the essence of her existence.